What's up guys, I'm Alex and welcome to a new episode of the Filmmaking Cinematography podcast. And today I thought of bringing something different because today we're talking about organic content. And what I mean by this is to simply shoot. So just create content exactly in the place where you are, in the moment where you are. And I just want to show you today my workflow of building this kind of organic content. So as you see, I'm already doing this right in this episode of the podcast because I'm not just filming in the studio. I don't have my microphone, I don't have my camera, I don't have my normal studio. I'm on the bike, I'm using the Osmo 360, a 360 camera and the DJI Mic Mini, which is an amazing microphone. And let me tell you how I imagine this. Well, first, why am I doing this? Well, to be honest, is the cheapest kind of content. Well, because you don't need any setup. That's a key ingredient. You don't need to set up a studio and you don't even need a 360 camera. In my opinion, the bare minimum for this one is that you need a camera and a mic. And the camera can be your phone. And that's it. It's the best camera that you have. It's right in your pocket. And you don't need anything, absolutely anything more than that. And why I'm saying this? Well, because today's the latest iPhone already have astonishing picture quality. Well, that's a very, very important aspect. And also, maybe if you want to get a 360 camera or some action camera, if you want to go more specific, as I do right now, because such shots where I'm filmed from a third-person perspective, you cannot really achieve with the iPhone alone. Maybe if you get somebody else, or if you get your phone, then just get a gimbal. And that's the bare minimum setup. But why I'm saying the microphone? Well, because as you notice right now, I'm on the streets. There is a lot of noise, and if your camera is further away, as you see right now here, because the camera is further away to shoot this third-person view, well, it's obvious that the sound quality won't be that amazing. Although the Osmo has amazing microphones, the iPhone 16 or 17 have studio quality mics, indeed, but if they are too far away, then they won't get you covered. So you can get this cheap lavalier. I bought the whole set, and because the DJI Mic Mini 2 got released and it isn't such a big difference, then it was a no-brainer to get this one for half the price. So that was an amazing deal. Also, that's why I'm doing this. And why am I actually doing this? Well, let me also tell you not really a secret, but also something important. For the last couple of time, I've been cooking something up. I've been working on a startup, and this startup is building AI. Oh yes, guess what? Another AI startup. But this time is different. We're building local AI. And this is not to share anything on this podcast, because I know people that are following me for the filmmaking aspect don't care about the startup. They don't care about something like this. So why I'm telling you? Well, because creating a startup consumed me a lot of time, and this is why I got inspired to create this episode of organic content, because this is the moment where I think organic content really shines, because it's easy to create, it's fast. I can just grab the clip from the camera, throw it into my app, the DJI Mimo app, and just create some captions and put it onto the social media. Put it onto the Spotify, on the Apple Podcast, or depending on where you're listening. And you're good to go. You're good to see the movie, and I didn't need to edit it at all. Maybe I can just throw it into some even mobile editor, not necessarily Final Cut or anything. I can just throw it right there, and I'm good to go. I can just start. I can just continue working on the startup. I can just continue doing what I did and just create this vibe of a more natural content. But also I think it's important to notice that organic content, as the name says, is something more natural. And maybe this is what this world needs. If you think back, why was social media invented? How did Instagram came up? Well, it was a platform to share stories, to share photos actually at the pure beginning, to share photos and stories with your friends. These are organic. Again, why was Snapchat built? Why was Facebook built? Well, the exact thing, so that you show something. You show something from your life, not really personal, but you show something that's real. A good example for this one is the Be Real platform. Well, it got the whole attention by storm. And it was very, very easy for them. Well, why? Well, because they forced you to create organic content. And this is something that I think is really helpful. And this proves the point. And yeah, because it proves the point, I think that it's easy also when talking about filmmaking. Because we filmmakers often tend to over-engineer everything. We tend to over-engineer to the max. Everything that we do is in some way or another, it's over-engineered. And why I'm saying this, well, because this over-engineering of maybe I can create another shot, maybe I can get a gimbal, maybe I can get a dolly, a slider, maybe I can put on another lens, what's the most cinematic variant of showing something? Well, all of these questions create non-organic content because everything will be scripted. And yes, this is why movies exist. Yes, this is how many brands work. But sometimes, if you're a personal brand, if you're a tiny brand, in my example, a startup, then it's cool. It's cool to connect with the people around you. It's something that's necessary and something that creates a better atmosphere for your content. That's my opinion. I don't know. How about you? Would you create this kind of content? Would you just put on the camera and start filming something? Another interesting example what I'm doing right now, not already publishing this because I want to also, since working on a startup, it demands a lot of time and sometimes even creating organic content is a bit too much. So I want to create more and then publish it daily. That's an important aspect because publishing daily connects you better to your audience, connects you better to the algorithms. I mean, not necessarily connecting you to the algorithms, but it makes you more appealing for them because you create content. But again, you still need to create engaging content. Sometimes engaging content is easy to create. It's lucky. Sometimes if you see what people are doing, then maybe you can find something that's okay, find the right hooks, find the right audience, and you can do it. But also maybe even by creating daily, and you create daily something new and something new, and again and again and again, then you're eventually going to find something that works. And by finding something that works, that's the moment where you are going to really make it. So yeah, how about you? Would you create organic content? I don't know. This is my opinion. I hope it helps a lot. And I hope it even inspired you to create something. That's the whole idea. Just create. And yeah, that's a short episode of the Filmmaking and Cinematography podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Ciao.